and you can just look at me.
Okay.
Okay?
Car's over here. I moved it.
Okay, ready?
Hold off on
Okay. So I recently interviewed Cornel West and Michael Eric Dyson, and they spoke very high of your music. And I'm just curious how you feel about such pundits speaking so highly of you.
Oh, you know, they're the inspiration, especially Cornell, Mr. West. Mr. West is excuse me, there's some hip hop coming through. You know how they do up here.
Yes, yes.
Mr. West is a direct influence to actually the album The Cool, and I actually dedicated the album to him from some remarks that he made at a stop on their tour in Chicago. So they're direct influences of mine. I look at them as elder, including Michael Eric Dyson and even Tavis Smiley and a couple other cats in that circle. I look at them as heavy influences in the music, you know. So I'm kind of like, I translate the headiness and the cerebralness that they're trying to put across and try and put it to my audience, you know, the kids and my little fan base, to kind of, you know, make the transition, you know, so they get it, you know, in the right way. So, you know, I appreciated that they respect it, you know, and show me that, you know, that kind of appreciation for what I do. So it's good.
And what inspires your music? Are there any people that do, or what that inspires your music? Where does it come from?
It comes from, you know, it comes from everywhere. You know, it comes from the streets. You know, I'm from the streets. You know, like, eliminate the nerd, Lupe Fiasco. Like, I'm from the streets. I'm from the hood. All my friends are gangbangers or in jail or, you know, what have you. So it comes from that. But then it comes from, you know, my family life, which was, you know, focused on education and upliftment and enlightenment and Western and Eastern philosophies and all type of in Islam and a bunch of other various things that come together that allow you to kind of operate in that world and that landscape, you know, and let it not take you under, so you can understand it. Some people get taken under because they don't understand where they are, they don't understand how they got there, you know. So it comes from things like that, the need to ascend into a higher place. You know, that's where my music comes from, and whatever the music has to be or whatever it sounds like, and the conduit and the vehicle, the packaging of it, you know, that it might be the newest fad, you know, or it might be bringing back some old school sound that you maybe forgot about, or inventing something completely new. But the message is always about positivity, you know, and enlightenment. So
one of my favorite songs on your from The Cool is "Dumb It Down." Well, tell me about that. How did you come up with that?
It was a self-fulfilling kind of song, because the original song was called Space Traveling, and it wasn't called Dumb It Down. It was a completely different hook, and the verses were so super duper complex that I was actually told by my A&R that you need another hook, you need to dumb it down. And so we were like, okay, and the hook became Dumb It Down. So it became this self-fulfilling kind of like, okay, and we're gonna have this super complex song that's a complete hypocrisy of itself. You know, people still can barely decipher it or whatever, but on purpose, and then actually speak what people were saying about it. Like, y'all can't, man, you all these big words and all of you, I can't understand what you're saying, blah, 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 which is kind of like the point, you know. So it's that kind of satirical, like, nature on accident, the irony that I love to play with sometimes, and, you know.
So why don't you dumb it down?
For what? I can't.
For money, to commercial success?
You know, I think people misunderstand what success is and what money is and what that means, you know. It definitely opens doors, but I sit around some of the richest people in the world and they're bored, you know, and it's like, it's not even about buying things, it's about experiences, you know, and experiences don't really cost anything, you know. To go out and experience something is completely different from buying a couple Lamborghinis. To experience a Lamborghini, and then you understand it's just another car that's actually really terrible to drive, you know. So for me, it's just kind of putting focus on the things that are more important, you know. And success in some aspects are important for self, you know, but most of the time success is for others, you know, and you can't really control what others think of you. And even me trying to be positive and whatever I do, even this interview is going to get deciphered as me being too talkative or talking about something, or just too cerebral, or he's got an ego or whatever, or he need to dumb it down, or some people like, yo, why is he dumbing it down in an interview? You'll never completely please anybody. The only person you can really please is yourself. So, you know, so I focus on that.
Yeah. And last question, where do you see hip-hop in the next 10 years?
I don't know, man. It's been around for a while. You know, it kind of sacrificed itself for the sake of commercialism. but every genre of music has done that. You know, and I don't see it really going anywhere. You know, it's been around for a while. It's poetry. You know, it's rhyming words just to a beat. So humans need that. They do that. It's a knack for that. You know, the people who can't play music and, you know, can't create, you know, like play a guitar, play a piano, that can put words together, it'll always be an outlet for them to do that and express themselves. And, you know, I hope it lives forever, you know.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Super good.
Yes,
Nice.
thank you. It's so nice to meet you.
All right, nice. How you doing, brother? It's nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you. I enjoy your music, and it's an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. It truly is.
Dissertation.
Thank you very much.
This is very helpful.
Yes, to have an artist say this. To say,
Well, you know,
yeah.
what I do.
I'm a teacher of fourth grade.
Okay. Good.
Oh, they want a poetry. They want a poetry book from me.
Yes.
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
Big shot.
Thank you.
Okay.